What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Ant, and I'm here with.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan.
What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Steve.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Zero King here.
Alright, guys, and today we're gonna do the defensive badges, ranking it from worst to best, and then we're just gonna give you our thoughts on the badges and how effective they are to us.
Alright guys, before we get into the video, just like in the other three, this is our opinion and this is completely on ability of the badge. Obviously a point guard and center need different badges, but it's overall how good the badge is.
Let's get into the video.
Still work. Whatever.
Alright guys, so at number 20 we got Heart Crusher. Now like the other takeover induced badges, they just don't work. It does not take away the other player's takeover. That's all I gotta say. Y'all can take that away.
I don't got nothing to say. It's trash. It doesn't give you a takeover boost.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad, but again, it's not my list, so.
Yeah, you have a different way of seeing things. You a different breed, but
Can't say the
Alright.
same stuff like over and over again, now can you?
Alright. Alright, so at number 19 we got Trapper. Now, this was not my opinion, but you know, we gotta go with the group. And you know, because of that, I think they should explain why Trapper is at 19. But I don't know.
Alright, so Trapper
This is
is
uncalled for.
Alright, so Trapper is at 19 because you can trap people without the badge. So I mean, actually, hold on. Now that I'm not thinking about it, having lightning reflexes on bronze, it does help more than.
Sick.
Hold on.
you
Oh,
don't
wait.
even know what you saying.
Wait, no, so like, oh wait, so we're saying lightning reflexes is better than Trapper?
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
yeah, fact.
Trapper,
Yeah.
Trapper's terrible. Trapper's bad.
Fact.
What y'all mean?
Yeah, because with Trapper, I mean, you can do it without the badge, and even though with Trapper is more effectiveness, how many times out of the week, if you playing 2K, do you see people coming up to you and trying to trap you?
What does
And how-
lightning reflex moves do?
It gets you like, alright, it's like you know, like the arrow that like shows you where they're going. That pops up faster, and you can like, you can like see like, and you can like see like where they're finna dribbles, kind of like that.
Should cannot predict the dribble pattern.
If someone goes
But
left or
effective
right,
people can just manipulate that, though.
bro. Why are we arguing about this? Trapper is worth that.
Lightning reflexes. So, it is at 18 because it gives you a quicker reaction on the read and react cue, and that's the arrow to tell you to get to your man if you're not playing no defense. So, the quicker it pops up, the better you can see where they're going.
I don't know their love.
Alright, and without further ado, let's head to number 17. Now, we have off-ball pests. And the reason off-ball pest is higher than these three is because it can counteract slippery off-ball. So they can't get those easy back cuts. Alright, at
think?
number 16, we got post-move lockdown. Now, this may be controversial because of the effectiveness of the badge. If we're doing off of that, it might be a little higher, but also how many times you're going to play a post-scorer-esque build is like really low. Now the meta is like rim sharks or even small balls, so having that on is not that useful.
I never had post-move lockdown, but I don't think that good.
Now for defensive leader at 15. This one, I think you could argue it's higher, but we have it here because for you as the player, it doesn't do that much. Like for floor general, it gives the other people +4 to all their offense, and it's more helpful. And on defense, if you're a bad defender, you're just gonna be a bad defender. Like that +4 is not as +4s on defense are not as helpful as the +4 you get on offense. So that's why it's so much lower on the defense list.
And that's a fact.
Purchase your track today.
Alright, So at number 14, we got Moving Truck. Now the reason this is a little bit higher than Post Move Lockdown, because Moving Truck is just them trying to back you down in general. Post Move Lockdown only activates when doing a drop step or a spin move. Moving Truck activates as soon as you get in the post. And it's so low because, like I said in the slashing video, back down Punisher wins every time. It just does. Alright, so at number 13 we got Interceptor. Now the Interceptor in theory should be way higher if the badge would be what it should be. Like getting steals in the passing lanes when they throw it. But that's not really the case with Interceptor. Like you'll get them, but not too much more than when you just not have it at all. I think for this you just want to have a longer wingspan or buy steal boost to get passing lane steals. But it still has some effectiveness, which is why it's not at the very bottom of the list. Alright, at number 12 we got Tireless Defender. So again, I must reiterate that stamina in this game is just not it. So you not have to, but having this badge on is really helpful. Especially if you're perimeter lockdown or lockdown it's like at the 1 or the 2 and you're checking some offensive threat that's dribbling all the time. You're going to lose your stamina plus the brick wall screens. Oh my god. So that badge is really helpful to have on.
Shout out to all my 80 and 87 overall. You know what I'm saying? If you're at 80 to 87, you need to have that badge at least from bronze or silver. Because you don't have that much stamina. So you are still you can get.
Alright, for number 11 we have Worm. Now, Worm is right here because the animations it gives you are really good. But I think personally I feel that Box will win every time. But if you go against someone who doesn't have Box, then Worm is such a good badge. But just not better than the ones we're about to mention.
What would y'all max it out at?
I think I have no Hall of Fame, but I have a inside big. I think for a two-way something, you should have it on silver or gold. But it's preference.
I don't like the badge, to be honest.
Yeah, preference.
Cause don't you have to like do like the like? Don't you have to like do the swim move in order for it to activate?
It pops up for me and I don't do it, but I couldn't tell you.
No, he just
10 we
saw
have Pig Dodger. So, this is why Pig Dodger is number 10, exactly in the middle of the pack. See, what Pig Dodger does is you lose less stamina when you're getting hit by those big body screens. It doesn't necessarily help you get through the screens faster, so that's why it's not higher up on the list.
Yeah, cause like I had Pig Dodger on Hall of Fame once, and I was getting sat down with the brick walls.
And number 9, we got Box. So Box is the next rebounding badge on the list. And Box is so good because it negates Worm, and when you have it, it's just easier to keep the opponent from coming to steal the rebound for you. And that happens a lot.
Yeah, Box is goated.
At 8, we have Pickpocket. Now,
Yes,
Pickpocket
sir.
is here because in other 2Ks it'll be higher, but this year it takes a little more skill to use. However, it's still a good badge if you know how to time it correctly.
Hey, shout out to all my
Yeah.
lockdown defenders with Pickpocket on gold.
Like when you know when to press square, you gonna get a lot of steals.
Alright. At number
thing
7.
like-
Oh, you can go, my fault.
And the thing I like about the badge too, like it reduces the penalty on like it reduces the penalty of trying to steal the ball. So like if you try to like steal the ball, you can like get back more. You can get back faster. It won't blow by you.
So, at number 7,
Chase
I
it
personally
down.
think the third most underrated badge in the game. Chase down artist.
Faces.
Okay.
Alright.
To let you know, audience, I'm not stupid. I'm reading a list that my friend typed and he spelled a lot of things.
Bro, cause it was 11 o'clock at night, my nigga.
You just
I didn't even
exposed
say
yourself.
It was you.
Right,
I didn't
you
even
just
say it was
exposed yourself.
Alright, but number 7, Chase down artist. This badge is
Hey,
really
cool,
good
niggas,
on
fuck
Hall
off.
of Fame. Now having it on silver, bronze, silver, and gold is useful. Like, you don't want to put it on Hall of Fame if you don't have a lot to spare. But if you have all 30 and you have extra ones, you should put it on this. You get so much, when they're on a fast break, you get back so much quicker to get that block. Like you just speed. It's like a speed boost for defense. Like it's really good to have. And
Like you hit that
block
LeBron in the
animations are great.
finals. That block by James.
Don't have to talk about that. I feel like that's a little tip.
I was just giving an example.
Rip 3-1.
Thank you.
Number 6, we got Brick Wall.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
some of you may have this higher, but because we, as a group, like we play threes a lot together, Brick Wall is not something we use that much because our point guard usually just ISOs. But I can see why you use Brick Wall because it takes away the stamina of the defender, so they can't keep up as much with the dribbling. And Brick Wall, you know, it is satisfying to sit someone down.
Shout out to all my big bodies who be shit sending them big body screens. You know what I'm saying? Like them. If you have Brick Wall or Hall of Fame, it's difficult to get by them screens sometimes.
Yeah. ZK. Alright. At number 5, we start to have some disagreements here. Like I believe we all had a different next 3. At number 5, we got Rim Protector. So the conclusion we came to was that the takeover boost it gives you is so much that it's at number 5. But you get more blocks, which is an important part of defense, but it's at number 5. So I think Dave could explain this one better.
It's an amazing badge, don't get it wrong. But just the next 3 badges we have are like 4.
4.
The next 4 badges we have are essential. Okay.
At number 4, we got Pogo Stick. So, Pogo Stick is at number 4 because you can jump quicker after you hit the ground, instead of being out the play if you miss the block off of a pump fake.
I feel like there was some aggression when you said Rim Protector.
It was intended.
Okay. Pogo Stick is just a good badge. You just keep pressing triangle all day long, or Y for my Xbox user. And for my PC user,
Xbox.
Whatever button you want.
Yeah, they have their own keybind. But at number 3, we got Rebound Chaser. Now this badge is really helpful for the inside bigs. I think that if you have a decent vertical and buy some rebounding boost, it's not necessarily for you. But since we're doing overall effectiveness of the badge, it goes at number 3 for sure. Can you give your opinion, Dan?
If you're a center, you're playing with me, you need Rebound Chaser. You can get the rebound. You can get the rebound you can get the rebound way easier with Rebound Chaser. And it's a really good badge.
Facts.
At number 2, we got Clamps. Now, this badge, obviously, like we've been repeatedly saying in the last 4 videos, this is the 4th one, that it is a point guard can need different things. But from an overall effectiveness standpoint, Clamps is a great badge to have. It counteracts quick first step, which is arguably one of the best badges in the game, so you don't get blown by automatically.
I totally agree. Clamps is an amazing badge. If you're a point guard, you have to use it.
Yeah, especially if your build is focused on offense. If you want to stay in front of your defender, get Clamps.
Well, yeah, 'cause like, if you have like one defensive badge, you just put it on Clamps. If you're a point guard.
Alright guys, now we all know what number 1 was. You know when you clicked on this video. Numero uno, number 1, we got Intimidator. You got people missing open layups with this badge on. It appears when you just near them, they just smoke them. It's
right, you just standing there and then they missing.
Yeah, Intimidator is an amazing badge.
Agreed.
I'm glad 2K added it.
Oh, Hall of Fame.
Oh, Hall of Fame. Man. I'm glad 2K added this badge.
But alright guys, thank you for tuning in to this 4-part series. Make sure to like down below, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace out.